As Mary mentioned, we fought hard. I took spending from historic highs to historic lows. I cut taxes net over 8 years, even though we had the effects of 2 recessions during that time period. We were one of the first states in the nation to move our teachers from just seniority pay to offering performance pay statewide. I appointed for the first time in Minnesota's modern history, maybe the whole history of my state, a majority of the Supreme Court as conservative, strict constructionist justices on my court, on our court. We did health care reform the right way, no individual mandates, no government takeovers, and moved the reform in a market-based direction. And I moved the needle for the pro-life cause and was the co-author of the Defense of Marriage Act when I was in the legislature, and on down the list. The point of all that is, some people can talk, and some people get it done. I can do both, but I want you to know this isn't about more speeches, sending somebody there who doesn't have any executive experience, never run anything. And we need to have somebody in that office who's run a large enterprise with a public component under difficult circumstances and driven it to results. And the Cato Institute, which is a tough grading libertarian think tank, gave precisely 4 governors an A for fiscal leadership in this country, and they're tough graders. The other 3 aren't running for president. The other 3 aren't even thinking about running for president. All right. So we can get this done. I'll close. I'll take your questions. But know this. This is the United States of America. This is the greatest nation the world's ever known. We're not the greatest nation because we're the biggest. Demographically, we're not. We're not the greatest nation because we're the cheapest, although we do need to be more competitive. We're the greatest nation the world has ever known because we're the freest nation the world has ever known. And when people are free, they can dream as they see fit, they can speak as they see fit, they can invent and innovate and worship and associate and do the things that they see without limit. And that's the kind of human dynamic that is unleashed in a free people. And the brilliance of this country is not our government, it's not our bureaucracy, it's the American spirit. And when our government comes into our lives and makes it so difficult and so expensive and so slow and takes over more and more and more turf that used to be for our families, that used to be for the private sector and for entrepreneurs, they not only grow their budget, they not only grow their footprint, they do something else that's more corrosive to our country. They weigh down and discourage the American spirit. Now we got a whole bunch of people in this country wondering whether our best days are ahead of us or behind us. Our best days are ahead of us if strong and courageous people like you who are freedom-loving Americans stand up and say, we've had enough of the folks who don't understand the greatness of America running the country. It's time for them to go. It's time for us to take over and get this thing in drive and overdrive and move this country forward. I hope you'll help. Thanks for listening. I look forward to your questions. Thanks a lot. Go ahead, sir. Let's yell it out.